We're now going to listen to our third and final user story, and we're going back to Finland. And it's my pleasure to introduce Professor Melin from the Tampere University, who is Professor of Sociology. And he's also the Finnish representative for ISSP since the turn of the century. Thank you very much, Harri. The floor is yours.
Good afternoon, and I will shortly tell how CESSDA is helping social scientists, and the case is ISSP, that is International Social Survey Program, and ISSP module on environment.
Harri, 1 second. I can't see your slides in presentation mode. Maybe
I tried to do it, but now it's changed.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah,
thanks.
Sorry.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So first, I have two slides. One on ISSP and the second on environment. So ISSP is a cross-national collaboration program which is conducting annual surveys on diverse topics which are relevant to social sciences. It has been established in 1984. Currently, ISSP has 42 member countries. Actually, it's 43. The newest one is Greece, which was a joint ISSP program this fall. And since the foundations, there has been over 1 million respondents that has participated in ISSP surveys. The usual survey size is minimum 1,000 respondents per nation in each of the rounds. And the surveys in ISSP are designed for replication so that they can be used for cross-national and cross-time comparisons. And that is an important issue. We will see that when I come to the next slide. And ISSP tries to respond to current developments in social sciences by developing its modules annually and discussing very lively about the newest developments, both in social sciences and in society, which we should consider to take as our survey modules. ISSP is a very democratic organization. All major decisions are made democratically, meaning that each country has one vote. And ISSP data are of very high quality, and ISSP conducts comprehensive statistical monitoring of all the data sets and publishes details of how the national ISSP surveys are fielded in each of the country. And all the data and documentation is of course available for all free of charge. And now to climate change. Actually, in the ISSP terminology, it means environment. And this is what we have used here in Finland for teaching. ISSP modules on environment has been very popular for our social science students, as when we have been teaching survey analysis and statistical analysis, we have used ISSP environment surveys as our case data for many times. And this is because our students are really interested in issues that are related to environment at the moment. So environment module has been replicated 4 times. It started in 1993, then it was gathered 2000, 2010, and the newest data is from 2020. Actually, the data collection in many countries are still ongoing because of the virus, and then many countries are collecting 2 modules at the time so that they collect the survey of 2020 and 2021 at the same time. So data for 2020 will be available for researchers approximately 2 years from now. The first survey on environment in ISSP was conducted in 1993, and at that time it was more attitudes towards environmental protection and preferred governmental measures for environmental protection. So it was very heavily concentrated on attitudes towards environment. And this far, there has been 2,450 downloads of that data. Then in the year 2000, the same survey was replicated for the first time, and the contents of 2000 survey was very much close to the first survey, 1993. The third round of environment was 2010, so 11 years ago. It has this far had 5,500 downloads, and in the 2010 surveys, in a way, the approach was from environment and attitudes towards environment and this kind of issues towards climate change, and also more questions concerning people's practical doings, what we actually do with our environment. And 2020 survey, the questionnaire is really on climate change instead of global warming or greenhouse effect. And in this 2020 survey, there are also new questions dealing with actual consumption decisions of individual people. For example, about traveling, food practices, and so forth. And the stress is moving from attitudinal surveying towards actual doing. So ISSP surveys on environment provides social scientists very rich international comparative data set from 1993 onwards, and it covers all the 4 continents, Asia, Africa, America, and Europe, and it is really good for many purposes in social sciences. And when we think about the use of ISSP data, there are national data archives and there are CESSDA who can help us with the data and analysis, and CESSDA is there for us to help the researchers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Harri. I think it was a very interesting presentation, especially it also very much linked to the question we had from the audience earlier to look for data sets on climate change, but also on attitude. I think that was very interesting to see. Also, I think was very interesting to see was that you move from attitude more to doing, which yeah, it's a change. Okay.